about the Grammys. We're gonna talk about the Grammys. We're gonna talk about the two goats that happen to be married. Wow, y'all better appreciate them too. You're never gonna see nothing like this again in black music, for real. I'm not the biggest Beyonce and Jay-Z fan, but when they gone, better appreciate them. What up? What's good? Come on over to YouTube. I love the hip hop part. I wanted more. Hey, what's up, Keisha? Keisha, I wanted more. What's up? What's up, Big Shot? Y'all come over to YouTube, man. What's up? What's up, O'Neal? What's up, y'all? We're gonna talk about this. Y'all come to YouTube. Beyonce wins 4 awards. We gotta talk about the snubs, because there was a couple of snubs. Now, I'm not the biggest Doja Cat fan, but you gotta find a way. If she's nominated for 7 awards, you gotta find a way to get her one of those awards. She absolutely killed 2022. She was killing 2021 as well. So if Doja Cat is nominated for 7 awards, I believe Mary J. Blige was snubbed on the R&B award too. You can't put Beyonce in 3 or 4 different categories because she's pretty much cornering the market. If you're gonna have her in dance, electronic, then can't go put her in pop, R&B, soul, like. And you see Mary, the look on Mary's face. She's like, "Damn, this bitch got the market cornered. How am I gonna win?" You know what I mean? So y'all come over to YouTube. You know what I mean? Like Mary J. Blige should have got one of those awards. Y'all come over to YouTube, y'all. What's up? Yeah, Lotto definitely got snubbed. Now I didn't expect her to win the melodic one, but you got to give Lotto that new what's called what everybody predicted. Everybody that I saw predicted Lotto to win that award. Crazy. Hold on a minute, y'all. So let me bring up some stuff on the screen. Um, so there's a question out there on Twitter. What was the biggest snub? And once again, Beyonce does not win Album of the Year. So this looks like it's becoming a thing. It looks like it's becoming a thing now. Samara J is very talented. She's very talented, but you know, Lotto had, a song, a very consistent song, Lotto had a big record. And I just feel as though at some point, when are you going to give this award to a rapper, to a female rapper? All right, so let's talk about first and foremost, we're going to come out the gate and we could talk about some of the fashions if y'all want. Um, the question is, what was the biggest Grammy snub? So let's put this on the docket first and foremost. All right. We're going to go with who was the biggest snub. Y'all know if Beyonce showed up, you know she was going to win. She taxed on 4 more wins, and she now is the leading Grammy winner, the biggest leading Grammy winner of all time. So we have to add this question onto the docket. Is Beyonce now the GOAT? You have to put that question on here. She won 4 more Grammys. She has more Grammys than anybody else in the history of music. Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, some big time names. Diana Ross, uh, you name it. You know what I'm saying? Lionel Richie, Adele, Alicia Keys, Rihanna, Madonna, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Beyonce, Knowles Carter has more Grammys than anybody in the history of music. Let that sink in. You know how long music been around? You know how long they've been doing these award shows, right? More Grammys than anybody in the history of music. So we're gonna have to ask, we're gonna go over, is she the GOAT? Is she the GOAT? Song of the year. Who won that? Bonnie Raitt? Um, I seen this theme this year was all about bringing the generations together. That was seemed to be the theme of this year's Grammy. So I kind of wasn't surprised when Bonnie Raitt won Song of the Year. Here's like some of the things people are saying. So let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. Okay. And here it was. What was the biggest snub this year? People say Beyonce not winning album of the year. My Universe by Coldplay for best pop duo. Beyonce not winning album of the year, and behind the scenes was Coldplay not winning anything. Lotto for best new artist. I agree. And Beyonce for album of the year. I'm still trying to figure out who the F Samara Joy is. She didn't chart not one time last year. Anita for best new artist. Lotto, another one said Lotto for best new artist, and Beyonce album of the year. Lotto for best new artist. So that seems to be right now the consensus. Lana not having a win a single Grammy, yet being a record breaking one of the most respected, recognized, and influential artists of all time. That's Lana. Talk about Lana Del Rey or whatever. Renaissance not winning album of the year. Anita should have won best new artist, and Lady Gaga should have been for the soundtrack. I think I speak for everyone when I say Renaissance deserved album of the year. Who was it that Joe Button wasn't Joe Button just talking about Beyonce, saying that everybody hated Beyonce's album? That we never heard of. Hunter Jules. Hold on. So Hunter Jules said, "Let me tell you this. The girl that was a new artist, we never heard about her because I hear all type of music. Let me be clear, the Grammys put people in our faces or nominated that we never heard. That is true. That is true. But the only thing is, me, I listen to everything. I never heard of this woman. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I'm not saying she didn't deserve the Grammy. Yes, it was a good show. Now, anybody that says it wasn't good this year, they're just hating. But it was definitely a good show. They closed it out perfectly what God did. Um, Chris Brown exactly lost to some guy no one's ever heard of. Um, she's a jazz artist. I know she's a jazz artist now. I'm saying I never heard of her before tonight. I don't listen to jazz. Maybe that's it. Where was the surprise performance? Exactly. They were gassing people. There was no surprise performance happen. I thought it was gonna be Miley Cyrus. You know, Jay Z ritual performing for the full moon. Jay Z, that was a ritual. The Last Supper emulated. Hove did, but he crushed it though. I can't even lie. He showed why, in my opinion, he's the GOAT. Didn't stumble. He had a 5 minute verse. Didn't stumble one time. Didn't mispronounce a word. He is just the most um he's the most precise rapper. He's a complete rapper. Complete rapper. And like I said, he's not my favorite rapper of all time, but that nigga Sean Carter's the GOAT. Anybody that can get on a song with Lil Wayne and Rick Ross and you totally forget they was even on the song, that's a bad boy. The best new artist, like I said, I thought it was gonna be Lotto. Um, they snubbed Kendrick 4 times now. It's ridiculous. So Kendrick, I don't think deserved album of the year. Song of the year definitely should have been All Too Well. That's who I thought. Everybody seems to be upset with Lotto not winning. Adele not winning a single nomination. Adele did win. Somebody said Adele not win a single nomination. She did win. She won. Did she win like pop record of the year or some shit like that? Mm. Renaissance. A lot of people say that. Beyonce, Adele, Demi Lovato. Beyonce was robbed. So how do y'all feel? How do y'all feel? Hold on. So how do y'all feel about Renaissance? Do you feel as though Renaissance, because according to Joe Button, nobody liked Renaissance. Dropping Jim says that it's really hard to beat Harry Styles album of the year. I'm sorry. I get it, the whole thing. I was hoping Harry Styles didn't win. Yeah, they jumped out. They cut a lot out, didn't they? Didn't they, Alicia? They cut a lot out. I wasn't feeling that. I'm like, okay. Where's Young Money? Where's Drake? Where's Nicki Minaj? Where's You cut a lot out. I didn't. There was no little Kim. Like, how could you get into that era of there was no Bad Boy in there, no Mace. Like, I mean, so no 50 Cent, no Eminem. Like, I get it. I understand. No Big Daddy Kane. So they missed over a lot. I was glad to see my boy Rakim, but and I was glad to see Public Enemy, but they left a lot out. Yeah, I get it. I understand, but something like that, hey, it's me. Something like that, I don't. It's crazy. It's just crazy to me. You got to make something happen. Now, yeah, you don't like this other, but if you're supposed to be doing a tribute, if you're supposed to be doing a tribute to hip hop, right? If you're supposed to be that's funny. Cardi didn't come out either. If you're supposed to be doing a tribute to hip hop, you can't tell the story of hip hop without mentioning Nicki Minaj. So that's just crazy to me. It wasn't real. Where's Slick Rick? And on top of that, I thought they were doing a tribute to Slick Rick. What happened to it? What happened to it? There was a surprise performance that never happened, and then they were supposed to be doing a tribute to Slick Rick. What happened? So they came up a little short on the mark with the hip hop. To me, they came up short on the mark with hip hop. A lot of people feel as though Beyonce was robbed again, and I don't even think Beyonce's ever won Album of the Year. That's crazy. She's never won Album of the Year. She's always been robbed of it. Taylor Swift become the first artist to be robbed of Song of the Year, not once, not twice, but 6 times at the Grammys. So y'all have to be thinking that it's only black artists. Taylor Swift fans are over here tight because they said that Taylor Swift has now been robbed 6 times. Let's see. Here it is right here. Taylor Swift becomes the first artist to be robbed Song of the Year, not once, not but 6 times. um, Yeah, they got iced tea. So Doja Cat, I don't know if Doja Cat has won a Grammy. Somebody asked me, did she win? She won a Grammy with SZA, I believe, a couple of years ago. But Doja Cat has now been nominated for 7 Grammys. I think she's nominated for 8 American Music Awards. I don't think she got any of them. 7 Grammys. Like I said, I'm not a big Doja Cat fan, but she did have an incredible 2022 and incredible 2021. 2021 is when she won for "Kiss Me More." But this year, I guess they felt as though the songs weren't good enough. I think it was like "Woman," and then she was nominated for the song with Post Malone, and then the Elvis song, I guess, wasn't good enough. But if somebody's got 7 nominations, you have to, in my opinion, you gotta find a way to get them one. I mean, come on. Doja Cat didn't deserve one award. I find that a little hard to believe. Um, Yeah, the unholy. But you know what it is. You know what times we're living in. You knew they were getting an award. You knew him, and her, she, whatever she called herself. You knew they were getting an award. So that doesn't even shock me. What did Doja win? They must not have showed it. Somebody said Doja won. What? It was a song. Beyonce should have put those visuals out last year and did not leave one live performance. Probably. Sam throw those fingers up. Um. Oh, Doja should. I believe Doja Cat should definitely won at least award. She was on her doing her Rihanna thing. She was drunk. Um. You know, I really song of the year. I did want Taylor Swift to win, but I'm be honest with you. Bonnie Raitt is an OG. Like she's what 80 years old now. You know, she was really, really humbled and gracious in winning. So once she got up there and she had tears in her eyes or whatever, I was mad at first because I wanted Taylor Swift to win Song of the Year. The moment that old lady started talking and you saw how happy and gracious and humble she was, and then when she said, I don't write many songs anymore, that kind of got me. So I was like, you know what? Who cares? Let her win. She's an OG in the game. This might be her last opportunity. She gets a chance to even win a Grammy. I wasn't mad at that. I wasn't mad at that. Bonnie Raitt got her flowers years ago. Don, what do you mean she got her flowers years ago? When did she get her flowers years ago? So Don thinks that she shouldn't have won. Don, Don said she already got her flowers. Why she got to give them again? Don said you don't get two flowers. She won album of the year. Yeah, Don went. Oh man. So Lizzo takes home song of the year, right? Let me see something here. Let's try to find something where they got the winners, right? Rap album of the year went to Kendrick Lamar. Um, Drake. I'm sorry. Future, Drake, and Tim's won. I'm happy for Tim's, but Drake disrespects the Grammys. So my thing is this: Drake gets away with everything. Drake disrespects the Grammys, and he still wins. Nicki disrespects the Grammys, and they hold it against her for the rest of her life. That's the reason why a lot of people don't like Drake because it's like he could do no wrong. Drake always talks bad about the Grammys. He never shows up, and then he's still winning Grammy awards and says bad things about him. Still, they just blow it off. But if Nicki calls them out, they hold that over her head for the rest of her life. No, I'm not saying the Sam Smith song isn't a good song. I'm just saying that you kind of knew that they were going to win an award for that song based on him doing it with a transgender. Let's see. So Harry Styles, he won the Grammy Award Album of the Year for Harry's House. Samaya Joy won Best New Artist. Who? Lizzo, she won for Record of the Year, about damn time. And I loved Lizzo's speech. Lizzo's speech was amazing. Um, but I was looking forward to the surprise performance, and I was looking for the actual um Slick Rick tribute, right? So Doja Cat, what, she got 7 awards and she didn't win any. Easy on Me. I was a little underwhelmed by Adele's whole entire year. I did not like that album she put out. So the new vocal or instrumental pop recordings, best rap solo performance, easy on me. I mean, I could have did without it. I could have seen Lizzo there. I didn't think Woman was gonna win over Easy on Me. Um, who else? You knew that Unholy was gonna win an award, best pop vocal. Harry Styles wins, and then this is why I had a problem. Best dual or collaborative performance, vocal instrumental for best dance recording. Break My Soul. I mean, if she's in dance recordings. She's in every damn. She's in every damn title. Beyonce. So how could she lose? Lena Bunn said, "Good morning, gorgeous." Didn't deserve anything. Wow. Adele wins simply because it's Adele. You see her getting up there now. Now that Adele is getting piped from somebody black, you see her moving her neck. She's all. Y'all see Adele moving her neck. I said, yeah, she getting piped down by some nigga. She getting piped down by a black dude. You could tell. Adele was moving her neck. Whether Chasmine's performance similar to Nicki Minaj, but they're cool with that. Um, that's a good point. Hold on, where did unholy is so blasphemous? Exactly. Um, these people scare me and need Jesus according to Acts 2. And somebody actually just brought something like that up. Whether it's Sam Smith's performance similar to Nicki Minaj's, but they're cool with that. Um, yeah, the 2012 Nicki performance, it was at a different time. You're talking 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Um, and at the last minute, the Catholic Church had an issue with it. So it's definitely different times, but I get your point. It's definitely a fair assessment. Yeah, yeah. Mary J. Blige. See, here's the thing. You ain't care for Mary J. Blige screaming. Here's the thing. Mary J. Blige and Beyonce aren't cool, right? They're not cool. They've never been cool. Um, she respects Beyonce. Beyonce respects Mary J. Blige, and Beyonce will be doing her little, fake support, but she don't really like Mary J. Blige all that much, and Mary J. Blige has the same feeling for her. Now, why it started, how it started, I have no idea. But they're not really that fond of each other. Mainly because Mary J. Blige believes that the industry sacrificed Aaliyah for Beyonce. I believe that's what it comes down to. She doesn't believe that Beyonce blood sacrificed Aaliyah. They wasn't close enough for it to be a sacrifice. But she does believe wholeheartedly that the industry sacrificed Aaliyah so Beyonce could blow up. And I believe that's why Mary J. Blige really don't like her like that. I seriously believe. Well, Jaguar said that because she heard Mary say it. But Jaguar said that Jay Z killed Aaliyah. I don't believe Jay Z killed Aaliyah. I believe Aaliyah was an industry sacrifice. I do not believe that, Jaguar Wright didn't say she's an industry sacrifice. Jaguar Wright says, oh, it's Jay Z behind her murder. I don't believe that to be true. I believe it was an industry sacrifice. That's what I believe it was. There's a difference. No, I've never seen G say that. I never saw G say that. If G said it, I ain't saying it. I don't believe that. I don't think I've ever heard G say that Jay Z sacrificed Aaliyah. I don't think she said that. You have to go and check the blog and see if she's ever said that. I don't remember her saying that Jay Z sacrificed Aaliyah. Now, she may have said some people think that. Some people may have said that, but I don't think that's how she feels. I know I don't feel that way. I feel as though it was an industry. There's certain people who are blood sacrifices. There's certain people who are industry sacrifices. I always felt as though Aaliyah was sacrificed by the industry in order for them to make room for Beyonce so she can come to the door. Now, just because I believe that, that don't mean it's true. That doesn't mean it has to be true. But that's the way I look at it, and that's the way Mary J. Blige looked at it. And to me, that's the reason why I don't think she's ever seen eye to eye with Beyonce. Whenever they be on that diva special together, Mary would always give her dirty looks. Right. I remember Doja Cat sitting at the American Music Awards and like at the Billboard Awards. I'm like, damn, is this girl ever gonna win? Why does the industry give up people? Because it's an evil industry, Victoria, and they have to give up people to push the other people that's pushing that agenda. They can't leave one person, on top too long. That's why they're constantly switching up. Lizzo's on a little run. But remember, after Lizzo had that first run, this her second era flopped. She kind of flopped with rumors and centers. So she comes back with another era. You know, it's like Beyonce wins a Grammy no matter what era it is, no matter whether she's got key songs out or not. She always finds her way winning a damn Grammy. And Anita better stop being so damn fresh, or else they're gonna be like, you know what? We're not giving this bitch no Grammy. She's too ratchet. She's already coming out the gate. Emulating oral sex and stuff like that. Like that's only gonna get you but so far. They're gonna be like, oh, and she's not from this country, so she needs to calm that down just a little bit. So, any questions y'all want to ask about the Grammys, I'll be willing to answer them. In a perfect world, I wish there could be room for everybody. So did I, and there actually is room for everybody, but that's not the way people see it. People don't see it that way, and there is room for everybody. I'm sure Anita gonna go smash something tonight. She says she got holes in different area codes. I want Taylor and Beyonce to do a song together. I would love for Taylor and Beyonce to do a song together. Needs to calm down before exactly. Anita needs to calm herself down. Does the elite have an impact on the Grammys and why? Okay, so I don't believe that the elite have an impact on the Grammys. Um, because it's just been because Beyonce's up there, right? And it's like she never wins album of the year. You know what I'm saying? So like you think if people saying, "Oh, the elites want her to have the most Grammy wins." Yeah, she got the most Grammy wins, but she has never won album of the year. That's just insane. Never? You mean to tell me so Beyonce don't have one album that was worthy of album of the year? Is Jay on the Grammy competing? No, Jay is not. They want people getting emotional about thinking whatever God she served for protecting. That was settling. Yeah, she thanks God. Thank you, God. We know what God she serves. She don't say Jesus no more. She don't say Jesus. She says God. That way she's not on the hook for saying, you know, whatever God she's serving. We all know what God Beyonce is serving. That's why she never says Jesus anymore. What do you think of Kendrick always winning a Grammy? I think Kendrick Lamar is one of those chosen ones where they're gonna always fight. He's kind of like he's kind of like Jay Z. You know what I mean? Like Jay Z always seems to win a Grammy. I don't think he won one tonight, but Jay Z and Kanye's battling for most Grammys by a male rapper or whatever. Kendrick's one of those chosen ones. White people like him. He's safe enough for white people to like him. He's street enough, just street enough to survive. I truly believe they view themselves as gods and serve themselves. When they say God, they could just mean energy. I mean, possible. It's possible, Coco. Um, what did Lena say? Hold on. Oh yeah, yeah. Beyonce used to say Jesus all the time. You notice she don't say it no more. Showed on Kendrick's album cover. Did y'all? Wait. I think her last albums would have won early, not Renaissance. The only reason why I thought he could be tied up there with Jay Z, if he isn't already, Cardi B wants to leave the industry. She's not liking what she's seeing. Yeah, but she wants to leave it. She's gonna have to. If she wants to leave the industry clean, she got to give that bread back. I don't know if she's willing to do that. How's she gonna take care of Offset? Mm-hmm. Cardi B don't have the money to just cash out and be like, here's everything back. Then she'll be broke and not making no music. When is JC gonna get rid of that win? He gonna act like he cut it. I mean, she's not really exposing the elites. She's just exposing the Grammy board. But see, the Grammys, has had it out for her forever. This is not something that just started, but because the thing that happened with Nikki is because she felt as though, you know what, the hate train is over, and it was. But the hate train and the Grammys are two separate things because even when Nikki's going number one, the Grammys still wasn't fucking with her. So the Grammys doing that to her has nothing to do with the hate train. Absolutely nothing. They're two totally separate things. Because the hate train is not doesn't exist right now. The hate train is over, and she's still not winning Grammys. So they have their own beef with her. They have their own beef with her. Jay Z. Quavo song was very emotional. Very emotional. What's up with him and Young Miami is the question. Nah, it's probably trolls. I don't think Offset got into a car crash. If he got into a car, he was at the Grammys already. So I don't think he got into no car crash because he was at the Grammys on the red carpet with Cardi B. So I'm sure he didn't leave the Grammys, or maybe he went back to his hotel. But I don't think he got into no car crash. That's just people being cruel. You know what I mean? That's just people being cruel, so they can say, "Oh, that's his karma for what he did," and this and the other. Well, the first thing is, I always believe the moment when her and Diddy got to that fight, and Carisha turned around and twerked her ass on Quavo's dick, and they were also in a song together, the Gucci Man song together. When she turned around and twerked on his dick, like that was the only guy so far since Diddy. That's the only guy that you've seen Carisha do any sort of interaction with like that. And when that happened, Diddy got mad, right? And then if you remember, like the next day, he sent all these roses to her. Cause remember, they were on a break. That was after he humiliated her at that party with all them girls. So she twerked up on Carisha. I mean, she twerked up on Quavo, and then in this picture, she had her hand in between his legs. Like it's not like she had a hand resting on his leg. She had her hand like but like he's sitting there with his legs up, and then she was leaning over. She had her hand laying in between his legs. Now you don't do that with somebody you're not real comfortable with. You know, I believe they definitely, and I heard some things about them anyway. They definitely have done something before. Definitely. Yeah, they you can support him without having your legs, without having your hands near his dick. Like you can support him all he wants. There's a lot of people that are supporting him, but they're not sitting there with their hands grazing up against his cock. I don't know about that, Diana. Whether she was thanking God up above or thanking God below, like the God that she serves now, it just don't seem to be the same God she used to serve. So if you take it that way, that's fine. I always like to consider his name as Jesus, and she used to say Jesus before, but for some strange reason, her like a lot of other people just stopped saying Jesus. Coincidence, I guess. But she used to say Jesus. I like to take my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. She used to say that all the time. But for some strange reason, she doesn't say it anymore. Who Ben Affleck? Look how I mean, but that's how Ben Affleck looks. He don't really like going out public places. Like Ben Affleck is a bashful dude. So it's not that he didn't want to be there with J Lo. He just didn't want to be there. That's not really his scene. He doesn't like stuff like that. When he first started dating J Lo, that was one of the reasons why he froze up and didn't want to get married because he's not used to every time they go somewhere, people are gonna be swarming, and he just got tired of that. Right. People may think maybe Quavo. Now I don't know if Quavo smashed Carisha while he was with Sweetie, but I definitely believe that they did something. And then the funny thing is, Sweetie came on the show with Carisha. And remember when Quavo was making those disses about Sweetie, Miami was laughing and liking comments. Remember when that disc came out and when everybody was talking about Sweetie being with Offset, Young Miami was liking those comments and co-signing. It's Kendrick Lamar in deep in Jay Z. He's not nowhere near as deep as Jay Z is. Jay Z's in it for sure, for good. She invited on the show. Well, again, we have to remember something now. That's just what I believe. Something I don't have confirmation that she smashed Quavo. However, it looks like that to me. I just have never seen someone who was just, if that's the homie, the first thing is you twerked up on his ass. You didn't do that with G Herbo. You made it clear that G Herbo, you and G Herbo never dated, was never in nothing sexual, whatever. But with Quavo, you twerked on his dick the first time, and then this time you was sitting with your hands between his legs. Like I said, I'm a man. If somebody like fine as Young Miami puts their hand between my legs and it's right near my dick, like I'm going to get excited, and you're getting fucked that day. I mean, there's no question in my mind. If you sit next to me and you put your hand and you rest your hand between my legs and your hand just happens to braze my cock and my shit gets hard, you're getting fucked that day. I don't know if it's going to be that very moment. I don't know how, if it's going to be an hour from now. You're getting fucked that day without a doubt. That's why I don't play. I don't play with females that if they're like, oh, we're cool, and this, that, and the other. That's why I don't go out and have drinks with fly women. I don't have drinks with hot girls. I drink with the ugly bitches. I drink with the bitches that I would not fuck even if I'm drunk. I'm not drinking. I'm not to be played with when it starts talking about sexual things. I'm a Scorpio. We're very sexual. So no, I'm not gonna be not gonna be linking up with you. Oh, let's go out for drinks. No, not going out for drinks because if you get drunk and you start doing dumb shit and you get drunk and you accidentally get my shit hard, you're getting fucked. So that's why I don't drink with girls that look good. I drink with ugly hoes. Girls that I'm not attracted to, so then when I get drunk, I'm still not gonna be attracted to you. Yeah, a lot. I didn't expect Lotto to win that one. First of all, I don't know why she put in the live version. Like, come on, just put the song in. Why are you putting in the live version or the something up, dude? Just put in the regular song, the song that played everywhere. Now people are gonna be dragging her. Oh, you didn't win. Da, 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 da. Like, people were just hoping and praying. Lotto haters were hoping and praying Lotto didn't win. Like, so then they're starting all this stuff online. Oh, 21 Savage. First of all, she never come out and said it's 21 Savage. Yes, she got a tattoo of him, so maybe it is him. But the people are trying to start, 21 Savage is married because this. I'm pretty sure Lotto knows that. I'm pretty sure if 21 Savage is married for whatever reason, guys, I'm pretty sure Lotto knows he's married. It's obviously not a big deal at this moment. What song did Lotto have? She had Big D Energy. And for some reason she entered that song. It was some live version or something like that. I was like, okay, this does not look like a very good idea. Lotto looked very nice. For the first time, I actually said, you know what? I think I would take Lotto down. She lost a few pounds. Like, she's looking really good. I've never been attracted to Lotto, but like a couple of times since I've seen her drop those pounds, and a couple of times, and that she had that dress on. I think for like the first time ever in my life, dealing with Lotto, I think I said, you know what, I would take Lotto down. I think I finally said that for the first time ever. Yes, Usher has won a Grammy, Marcel. Usher has won a Grammy. Let's see. Usher has won 8 Grammys, Marcel. Doja Cat has 1 Grammy. Beyonce has now won 32 Grammys. Insane. Insane. Adele coming out there looking skinny. She's the only person I know that looks worse now that she's skinny. It's like, could you become fat again? Like, she was so juicy when she was fat. When she was fat, I was like, I'll take her fat ass down. Cause like her body was like so juicy, and now it's like, to me, her weight was what made her attractive to me. Now she's just like every other skinny white chick. It's like she has no body whatsoever. Like, she's shaped so damn funny. Um, Adele does not attract me. Never. Her accent ain't even sexy no more. But when she was fat, like she was plump, like she was juicy, her face was full. You know what I mean? Like I'll fuck that fat bitch. But now people thinking, oh, she looks so good. No, she don't. She looks sick. Like, what is there to set her apart now from other white chicks? She has nothing to set her apart from every other skinny, no flatbread, no cakes, but flatbread. She got flatbread. She don't have cakes. So what is there now to set her apart? Just because she's Adele. That's it. Got with that black dude. He probably told her lose weight. Like, Rich Paul's not gonna stay with Adele. Like once he starts getting to her money and she's giving all the money to him, Rich Paul is not gonna. Rich Paul's a player. He is not gonna stay with Adele. He's gonna right now. He'll probably knock her up. Trust me, Rich Paul got somebody else as we speak. I don't care what nobody says. No, I don't think that's a PR relationship. It's definitely not a PR relationship because they didn't want to deal with no white guy. I mean, they didn't want to deal with no black guy. When they got with that black guy, they were like, "Okay, your album's off the charts." Notice how that album disappeared like a fart in thin air. You remember that? This is Adele. Like Adele albums never disappear. Soon as she showed up with that nigga, they were like, "Okay, we see where this is going. She's fucking brothers now. Okay, check this out. This album's gonna disappear off the top 20." She's talking about, "Oh, yo, I'm gonna go and make another, make another album." And they see he's got control over. He sees now how much control he has over. Remember, she canceled all her shows because they were in an argument, and he was like, "Well, I'm not going to stay in Vegas while you're doing your thing." And then she's like, "Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute now. I have to cancel. Look, I'm canceling all the shows in Las Vegas. I'm canceling. No, no, Rich. I don't know what you're doing. Like, get out of here." She canceled all them shows the first time around because they were in an argument, and she thought that he was gonna be like fucking every bitch in town when she went to Vegas. That's why she canceled the first damn time. She is whipped out on the BBC. Jay and Beyonce did not act like a couple tonight. My beautiful husband, your husband is not beautiful, honey. Them bees might be beautiful. Ain't nothing beautiful about Jay Z, but to see them two and to see Jay Z performing that ritual at the last choke gonna eat his ass alive. That ritual at the Last Supper, you know. Oh my goodness gracious alive. Absolutely, racism still exists in the industry, Coco. Absolutely, it may not be as bad as before, but it still exists. Without a doubt, it still exists. There's still some white people who don't like black people at all. And there's a few black people that like, but we're not the problem here. Like black people are mainly not the problem when it comes to racism. You may see one or two or three or four racist white folks that you know, but not like when you see racist white guys. You know, but it definitely still said. I know Jay said you never see a good billionaire. I'm cute. I'm just trying to convince that Jay Z is fun, is laughable. Samara Joy just went number one. Everyone wants to say Cardi is all payola. Yeah, of course, Cardi's all Cardi's all payola. Like that's just people who just don't like Cardi B or whatever. Like they've been saying about the her from the jump, but then they could never answer the question if it's payola, right? If it is payola, why doesn't she use it for every record? I mean, if it's payola, right? If all her records, they said that all her yeah, she got five number ones because she used payola. Okay, so if they're using payola, why wouldn't they want to use it for all of them? Like, why would they want to use it for Wild Side? She really wanted Wild Side to go number one. So why wouldn't they use it for Wild Side? Why wouldn't they use it for Lizzo's record? So they only pick and choose when they want to use the payola. Come on, y'all. You gotta say it to yourselves. Y'all gotta say it to yourselves and say, does that make sense? He was asking her if she wanted some Douce. Oh, that's what Jay was asking. Jay was trying to get her fucked up. She said, "No, thank you, baby." Yeah, well, Stella, that's one thing I can't do. I can't do an English accent. I have to try to practice. So that probably might be the only impersonation I can't do. But if I practice, I'll be able to do it. Yeah, the Piola thing is old. Samara went from unknown completely to number one, and we're supposed to believe it's not payola. Right? Got you. Got you. People are sitting there buying the record now because it's probably Lotto haters going to buy her record because they see she beat Lotto. Now you'll be seeing people with tweets making fun of Lotto when the person they root for probably didn't even get nominated, but or they're not there or what have you. I mean, come on, man. Like everybody's making fun of people. Shouldn't be nobody be made fun of. If you're in that room, I mean, hell, if you're just making music and making hit records, there's nothing to laugh at. Nobody should be laughing at you at all. Very few people get a chance to get into that room. Very few people. I never laugh at people like, how am I laughing at somebody doing better than me? You know what I'm saying? And the same thing like I was saying with Doja Cat. I don't like Doja Cat like that, but I'm fair about it. Like she tore it up last year and the end of last year and all of last year. I don't know what she tore it up as, whether it was an R&B singer, whether it was a pop singer, whether it was a rock singer, whether it was a rapper, but she tore it up definitely. Are we getting a Cardi announcement soon? Listen, hey, I don't know. You're good. Your guess is as good as mine. I thought the perfect time would have been able to do it would have been for this when just Jason Lee interview. We done went through the Jason Lee interview and passed it. Still no announcement. The other day she's in the studio, so you're still in the studio with headphones on. So that means you're still recording. So if you're still recording, you should be in there in the headphones on with in front of a mixing board. You're still in front of the mic. So that means if you're still recording, guess what that means? You're not finished yet. So if you haven't even finished the album yet, we're in February. So if she hasn't even finished the album yet, it's going to be at least April. And if she don't put nothing out and finish, if she's still in there recording, putting songs on, and we get to March, man, I don't know, man. Like you've been working on this album for 5 years. Like, what is the holdup? What is the holdup? You still recording? It takes a while. You got to mix down. You got to engineer it. You got to put it all together. You got to edit it. If she's still recording, that means she's not done. She's not done putting all the songs out. So, man, I don't know. That bodyguard full of shit. They ain't think about that bodyguard. There is Julius again, and then again, Beyonce. I think Beyonce. You know what? I think Beyonce was the only one there with security. I didn't see Taylor Swift with no security. Like why is Julius over what you think Jay-Z gonna attack you? You think somebody's gonna attack you because you won an award? Why is Beyonce's bodyguard sitting there intimidating people? What is gonna happen to you? This shit drives me wild. Dude, take a night off. I'm going to an award show with a bunch of peers. Why is Julius sitting there mean mugging people? Like, Julius, take a fucking hike. Shit is sickening, man. Like, dude, she's in the Grammys with a bunch of other celebrities. Like, I've never seen Prince didn't bring Chick to the awards. Not that I remember. I don't remember Prince going up on the Grammy. Maybe he did have Chick. This might be the first time since Prince. You know what? I think Prince brought his big ass bodyguard to the goddamn awards. But Prince was over the top with that. So, um, Beyonce, dude, like, who's gonna attack you? Noah? What's his name? Trevor Noah? Like, I don't get it. No, I didn't see JT. I don't even know what Uzi was doing up there. He didn't say one word. He's doing his little fruity dance. Like I'm sorry, I do not like that man. I do not like that man. She can't be by herself. I know her husband with her though. Her husband with her, Marcel. You know what I'm saying? Let her husband take care. Like, so you let another man take care of your wife? You know, it takes a few months to recover and heal in general. So protect your peace says it's not true about the foot surgery. Dolly said she had a foot surgery. She's coming. Funny people saying that Cardi doesn't write. You know what? I make this point all the time. Dio Baney, Dio Baney. I make this point all the time. And you know what? People don't want to deal with facts. They don't want to deal with reality. So I just stopped. You know, I talk about this all the time, right? It's funny people always saying that Cardi doesn't write or she don't write. Why has she a couple of ASCAP awards? These haters always hate and just hate that. And I'm a part of ASCAP, and I know that they don't do payola, and because people will say, oh, payola. You can't pay everybody off. How much money do you think Cardi B got? Um, and ASCAP is not going to just hand out checks to people. I think she's won like 3 years in a row or something like that. But yeah, you're not going to get any ASCAP. Oh, you see how Cardi? I mean, you see what Party said, right? Man, I got to get me one of these awards. You have to write a certain amount of percentage of the song in order to get an ASCAP award. But you say people don't want to deal with reality. They don't want to hear that. They want me to say, "Oh, payola. Oh, she don't write. Oh, no, she's got ghostwriters. Oh, she don't write any of her lyrics down." They want me to come up here and be on trend. And then when I don't say that, then they say I'm on Cardi's payroll. I'm caping for Cardi because I'm just telling the truth. I cape for the truth. That's who I cape for. I'm caping for the truth, and the truth is not an opinion. You know what I mean? An opinion can't be wrong, actually. An opinion is an opinion. But opinions usually should be formed by some sort of fact. People can have their opinion, but why wouldn't you use some sort of facts to help you form an opinion? You know what I mean? I form all my opinion based off of facts. Right, Latoya. Right, and singers is a little different from rappers. It's like this. People talk about rappers because back in the old days, right? It was pretty much taboo, sacrificial. It was sacrificial to for someone else to write your bars, right? That's coming up in the 80s and the 70s, early 80s, late 80s, whatever. That's coming up. That it's like somebody wrote your rhymes. What? You know what I mean? But times are changing. Back in the 80s, it was not cool seeing two men walk together. Back in the 80s, you didn't really see transgenders, and that was kind of like taboo. However, it's not like that anymore. You feel me? It's not like that anymore. Yeah, it's a new era in music. Like, so people are collaborating now. I mean, it's music is the same thing as sports. It's the same thing. You see in sports where they're like, oh, guys lose and they going over, laughing and giggling with the guy who just beat them. Oh, yo, you going to the club tonight? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo, I'm going up to Shadows. Yo, man, I'm gonna meet you over there. Like guys that just beat the brakes off you. Coming over there laughing and giggling. Oh yeah, yo, I'm gonna meet you up at Shadow. Blah. They didn't do that, but like I said, this is a new generation of dudes. They don't have hate like the guys that they play with. They don't have hatred for them. Like when we was coming up, we hated our opponents. Um, I don't think it's going to. To me, it's going to hurt Luca. Um, Kyrie's a great player, man, but he's just not trustworthy. He's not trustworthy, and I don't think if Luca Doncic, I don't think he's going to be able to be that guy that's like, oh, doesn't matter, we'll be able to overcome him. Um, it's going to be interesting to see though. Does Jay Z have a secret competition? Hold on. Or feud going on with LL Cool J every time LL's announced to perform and recognize here comes Jay. I like Jay, but I'm starting to see a pattern. Um, that's a good question. If I'm not mistaken, funny you bring that up. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. You'd have to ask the bloggers. But did I could have sworn a few years ago I read something that about Jay Z and then LL saying something, making a pass at Beyonce or something. I don't really remember what it was, but I thought it was something. One time when LL was the host of one of them award shows, I don't want to make nothing up, but I thought it was something. I just don't remember what it was. Yeah, I checked the blog. Thank you. How do I not know that? I did the only interview ever. I did the only interview ever when Jay Z when LL Cool J dissed Jay Z. Hold on. Thank you. And LL wanted to do a movie, but this started back when Jay Z took over Def Jam, right? Because LL Cool J was Def Jam, and Jay Z took over Def Jam, and he shunned LL every album. He didn't boost any of LL's albums, and LL was upset. Hold on, let me see if I find it. And I have the classic interview that went viral, and that's when I end up getting into a lawsuit with with Hot 97 because they stole my interview and they put it up. Hold on. Yep, I was the only one. We was the only one that had. We got the only interview ever that Jay-Z dissed, that LL Cool J dissed Jay-Z. Hold on a minute. The only interview ever. And that's when our shit went viral. This is on my other page, Block TV. This is when I had Block TV. This was our big page that Google fucked up. Hold on. I got where it started, yo. I got where it started. Hold on. I got the receipts. I got where it started. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. I got where it started at. It started on my show. My show. And I got the proof right here. The robot. And I got the proof right here.
To the head. Yeah.
Hey, this is your girl Jazzy. We're here at the Neo's birthday party, and we just got our bodies painted up by Richie from Latex Mania. Did I say that right? And shout out to Julie. She helped out also. And we're having a good time so far. We just got here, just did red carpet. And if you want to check out your girl, check me out on myspace.com/jazzy_bell, which is JAZZIE
MySpace. Remember MySpace?
BELLE. Or you can check out
Hold on, y'all.
So I just want to ask, if we watch it every Friday, fellas, I think
it's JEANNEA accent over the second.
Hold on.
How'd that feel just looking out and seeing that?
Oh, it was amazing. You know, I always told China that was one of the best moments of my life, I feel. You know, at the moment, seeing everybody just stand up and give a standing ovation and, you know, see the emotion in everybody was really good.
Hold on.
I know you've done it before, movies before. How it felt?
Hold on.
Yo,
okay, guys.
And it's not TV.
So stay tuned, because you never know who you're going to see.
You're watching Block TV, and I'm your host, Tanya Thompson.
And I'm KB.
And Block TV is known for its crazy, wild interviews on the red carpet. You're about to see some on this edition of Carpet Crunch.
Here's where the beat started.
Everybody, we here with Uncle Luke looking all nice.
How you doing, baby? Oh, you looking good. You got the skirt going on.
Hey.
And the blings on the feet and everything. Your feet look good, too.
Thank you.
You know what that means? Feet look good.
What does that mean?
Feet look good. Everything else look good. I taste good.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Heaven back on Block TV Live. Standing next to me is, if you don't know who he is, I don't know what to tell you. It's the GOAT, the greatest of all time. My man LL Cool J, live on Block TV. What's up, L?
Everything's good, baby. Real good. Real good. Excellent.
He's the man here. LL, right now, the state of hip-hop. I've been saying, the greatest still walking around, man. You're still reinventing yourself. 80s, 90s, 2000. How do you keep reinventing yourself, man, and be able to stay on top of the game?
Yeah, I really love what I do. I'm passionate about it. You know, and at the same time, I mean, you know, I don't let my mistakes ruin me or crush me. I use my mistakes to my advantage. And honestly, I love the competition. Like, you know, the competition for me is beautiful. I'm about to smack some cats around here soon. They talking a little reckless out there and stepped in and, you know, got themselves in trouble.
So you talking about
it's
Jay?
It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. This next couple of months of hip hop is about to be real exciting and a lot of fun.
If you're a real hip hop head,
so he's
you know
talking
two
about
things
Jay-Z.
growing up. You don't battle MC Light if you're a female, and you don't battle LL Cool J if you're a male.
Yeah, but you know what?
Or a female. Because he don't give a fuck, boo.
That was then. This is now. This new generation doesn't necessarily know my history. So sometimes you got a Bernard Hopkins, a cat, for them to understand what they dealing with. There's a lot of paper champions running around fronting, and we're gonna get it straight now. I'm happy that this moment has come to this, because I'm about to dig. It's about to get real funny right now. Yeah, about to get real funny. Yeah.
Milky, and he's back.
Why you do
What he never.
Why you do that to yourself? I don't even know why you did that to yourself, man. When you was doing that verse, you should have been doing your job, B. See?
So that's where the beat started. That's where the beat started. I got the proof right there. So yeah, that was a good question. That was a good question. Yeah, Jay-Z trying to copy Basquiat. Without a doubt. Jay-Z trying to copy Basquiat. But anyway, at the end of the day, it was a pretty good show. I'm going to give it a, let's see. It was definitely above average. It wasn't just mid. It wasn't just mediocre. It was definitely above average. It could have been better with this, if they had the Slick Rick tribute and then the surprise performance, and then the hip hop should have been better. So I'm going to give it, 5 is mediocre. So I'm going to give it about a 6.5. Pretty good show. It was a pretty good show. A lot of faces, but I just needed a couple of more performances from stars. Like the stars were there, but like Doja Cat didn't perform, Beyonce didn't perform. It's like Beyonce got up there for one award. She's late for the other one. That just shows that she don't have no care, no respect for the Grammys. They continue just to give her award after award. She has no respect. She can't even get there in time. She knows how LA traffic is. She's been living in LA traffic over 20 years. She just has no respect for I don't care if I'm not there, because she knows that all she has to do is tell them, I'm going home. If I don't win, I'm not showing up. And they're going to be, oh, Beyonce, no, Beyonce, please, please. So. When all these lawsuits going to come away for Nicki, this crap is old and is a downer on comeback. Well, this other lawsuit is new, but I don't think there's any more. Now, unless they did something behind the scenes, I don't think there's any more. So if she wants the lawsuit to go away with Jennifer Yu, she has a choice. She either got to pay Jennifer Yu to make her go away, which is what I said she should have did a long time ago. If she just would have came out and paid her, she probably would only have to come up about $100 grand and just get this bitch out your life. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like, you haven't had to pay the $100 grand, but you got to pay your lawyer. You have to keep paying your lawyer. And this thing has now been dragging out close to 2 years. So I would have paid her a long time ago. settled it, and to get. I don't care if she felt as though she didn't do it. I don't care. Get this chick out of your life. That's it. Get this chick out of your life. 100 grand. If she would have came out and said, "Listen, I'll give you $100,000 just to go away. If not, we're just gonna be battling in court year after year after year. Just pay Jennifer you, and that's the end of it." Because she's not going away. Now you just have to open up more can of worms. Now this dude, because Jennifer used on his ass, now he went and tried to do a lawsuit against New York where he wasn't trying to do that before. But now he wants to say, you know what? If I can prove that I shouldn't have got this, I shouldn't have got that, then I can prove that I never got the paperwork. So that way I can't be on the registry if I never got the paperwork. No, nigga, that's not gonna work. As far as Nosy goes, that's a lawsuit that Nikki created. Nikki's suing her. Well, she's supposed to be. And the other lawsuit, that's something new that happened when they were, in Germany or what have you. You got the husband. He's trying. They just got married. He had just came off the whole Meek thing. You know what I mean? He want to prove that I'm Big Bad Kenny and nobody's gonna be messing with my wife, and that's cool. But if you hit somebody, you're gonna get sued. That's just the way it is. If this really went down the way this security guard would ever say it goes down, they're not getting out of this lawsuit. They're gonna have to pay these people too. She was hanging with Skepta, but she never brought Skepta to no event. She never claimed Skepta publicly. Remember, she was out of the limelight and she was hanging with Skepta, but there was no evidence, you know what I'm saying, that she was with Skepta. He never claimed her either. There was just rumors on the underground. But she never went to no awards show with Skepta. Like, this is her boyfriend. Like, Rich Paul is her man. You know what I mean? Jay Prince and Offset. I sit here and Jay Prince threatened Offset, I heard. I mean, this old man is out of pocket. Let me see if I can find it. Like, this old man is out of pocket. This dude's like 70 years old or close to it. And he's threatening Offset. Like, dude, somebody needs to put this old man in his place. I guess Young Boy wasn't good enough. Look at this. And the people love it because they hate Cardi B. That's the funny thing. The funny thing is they know that Jay Prince is a piece of garbage, but because he's talking about Offset and Offset's married to Cardi B, people are gonna be like, yeah, good for him, good for him. Now I don't know what Offset's been saying about Jay Prince. I didn't even know he said anything about Jay Prince. You know? Hold on. I had no idea Offset ever said anything about Jay Prince. Jay Prince always wants to insert himself into something and say, yeah, cuz a lot of cats go around saying this and that. I'm not with all the talking, if you understand me. I'm not with all the talking. So it's all about respect and loyalty. That's the only two things it's about. And we got cats that you wasn't even around take off when the whole get down went down. So now you won't come and chirping off at the mouth. I don't do all that chirping at the mouth. So From that being said, if you don't sit your old ass down like a fucking old ass bully, ain't nobody put him in his place yet. Like you out here, didn't you? When are you gonna turn this being a troublemaker over to your sons? Like, bro, see, cause I'm gonna bring it to the source, nigga. And people let him get away with this shit. It is your fault that didn't talk about. Oh, that bullet should have hit me. Go bands. Totally disrespecting Quavo. Totally disrespecting like, oh, me and Q and P. We got an understanding. Oh, y'all got an understanding, huh? Wow. And nobody's agreeing with it. Like everybody's dragging him, yo, dragging him. Listen to this old bully.
Like this, because you know, niggas be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, and I don't like them kind of individuals.
Listen to this idiot.
And the truth of the matter is,
come on.
One can dance and different things in front of these different cameras and all that kind of shit. And when reality, the truth of the matter is, nigga, you wasn't really right there with Takeoff.
Come on, man, it's buffering shit.
When he was alive,
So first of all, let me tell you something, old man. Takeoff and Offset and Quavo are family. How do you know what the hell was going on? How are you going to sit and say you wasn't even really with him when he's alive? Like you don't know nothing about their relationship. Only thing you know is what you see on the internet. You don't know nothing about them grown ass men's relationship. I'm sorry. When is somebody gonna smoke this old man? Somebody need to smoke this old fool. I'm tired of this nigga. This dude's still walking around here trying to make threats at a 27, 28-year-old man. You 70 fucking years old trying to have a young man haircut. I'm so tired of this dude. He was getting involved in the Megan thing. Oh yeah, cause Megan. You don't know nothing about what's going on with Megan Thee Stallion and Carl. You always want to insert yourself in it. He did the same thing with Drake. Want to insert himself in Drake and Pusha T's beef. Always want to go sit there and make Kanye West do that concert when he know that Kanye and Drake wasn't getting along. He gonna sit there and threaten Kanye. Got Kanye sitting up there looking like Jay Prince had Northwest in the back hostage with a gun to her head. What you gonna do is go out here and say you and Drake gonna get together to free Larry Hoover. I just want you to know I got your baby girl. If you do what I say, I'll let her go. Won't nothing happen. But you need to go up there right now and do a concert. And I'm going to get the proceeds. Go up there and do this concert. Free Larry Hoover. And you better say what I tell you to say. Or else your little girl, you'll never see again. And he's sitting there standing next to Kanye. Kanye, please join me and Drake as we get together and celebrate, do a benefit concert for Larry Hoover. Free Larry Hoover. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let her go. Kanye looked like they had Northwest hostage in the back, and he looking at them with a gun to her head, and she's saying, please, daddy, just say it, just say it. And then he see that they got Northwest with a gun. Oh, please, I love you, Drake. Drake, you're the greatest ever to ever do it. And, we need to get together to free Larry Hoover. So everybody join me and the great Drake. Okay, just like I told you. Good, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let her go. Like Kanye looked terrified. Like, and Drake was only doing. I did that for what did he say? I did that for the boss. I did that for Jay Prince. I ain't do anything for you. Hey, Miss Sookie. Congratulations to Adele. Let's see who was in my timeline. What people have to say. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Anyway, what power? What power does who hold? Jay Prince. He owned power. He held whole power over certain artists, and he held power in Houston. And he hold and Drake. He protects Drake. So Drake can walk around and say little slick shit and talk about mob ties and stuff like that. He kind of protects Drake. Gives Drake a pass. If Drake comes to Houston, ain't nothing gonna happen to him. You know what I mean? He puts gangsters and stuff around Drake. So when Drake's out in Houston, Drake ain't gonna get robbed. Nothing like that. But if I was Drake, I would rethink that. I wouldn't be going these dudes nowhere. If I was Drake, I'd stay away from the princes. So here's the thing, Ruth. Drake is a part of mob ties, right? I'm sure, because that's just how Drake is. Whenever Drake see Jay Prince Jr., I mean Jazz Prince said, whenever I see Drake, no matter where we are, he has a bag for me. He'll give you a bag and say, yeah, yo, I just want to thank you like one of the greatest people I've ever met in my life. And I just want to thank you, bro, for taking me to Wayne. If it wasn't for you, Wayne would never saw me and wouldn't have been able to change my life. So every time I see you, I'm going to make sure that you receive something. So I just thank you and the things you did for me that can never be repaid. So he gives him a bag every time he sees him. So I'm sure he gives Jay Prince a bag because when he goes to Houston, he don't got to worry about nothing. You know? To me, Drake needs to say, you know what? I'll still pay you for what you did, but I don't want to hang with y'all no more. You feel me? I don't want to hang with y'all. I don't feel comfortable right now. Period. He doesn't owe the princess anything, Ariana, but that's just how Drake is. Right? Drake is the type where, just like how he always gives props to Wayne. Drake is the type that if you helped him, you see what position he's in right now. He's in that position because Jazz Prince believed in him and took him to Wayne. Remember when Jazz Prince first took Drake to Wayne, Wayne was like, I don't know, what's he doing? Is this dude supposed to be a rapper or is he a singer? I don't know. I don't know. If he is singer, I'm not really interested. But every song you done put on, this guy done come out and he's singing. So I don't really know about him. I don't know what you even found and bought on me, folks. You know I ain't into no singing. I ain't into no niggas singing. That's one thing. So nah, you have to put on some Anita Baker if you want to. If we gonna be listening to singing, I might as well put on the real deal. Put on some Anita Baker, some Tony Braxton, some shit like that. You putting a nigga on, and that's supposed to be a rapper that you want me to hear, and this nigga singing. So when Jazz Prince first gave him Drake, he didn't like Drake. He didn't like Drake. So then he got up with Wayne again, and he picked Wayne up from the airport, and this time he had on rapping Drake. And he just played it. He decided to make a move, to make a power play. And he just didn't tell Wayne who it was. And he was playing Drake's rap shit. Next thing you know, Wayne is bopping his head. Talk about, who that? And Jazz Prince said, oh, you don't know who that is? That's the same Canadian kid that you've been dissing, that you said was trash. That's the Canada boy. Hold on. Turn this up here. Didn't see he rapping now. I like this here. I like this here. We might be able to do something. He rapping. So he was like, see there? And he said, take me. And then what happened was he then took it to Baby. The Baby. And then history was made. You know what I mean? So history was made after that. So where he's already paid the princess, so Ariana, you're right about that. He doesn't owe them, but Drake wants to keep things kosher. He don't want nobody to give nobody a reason to turn on him. He don't want to give nobody a reason to betray him. And if they do, he can just say, you know what? It would have happened anyway because this dude is just a bad dude. Like, why would he betray me? I never did anything, but pay him and this, that, and the third. I mean, so that's why he does it. I do believe that they paid Takeoff's Killer's bond. Yep, because he was gonna sing like he was gonna sing like the Temptations. The grind and making money situation between Nicki, Kim, and Birdman. It's a good one. So I believe that is when the grind and making money. So if I'm not mistaken, let me try to remember back. If I'm not mistaken, Birdman was gonna do a record, right? Birdman was gonna do a record, and he wanted to do. I do remember he called up Kim, right? He wanted to do, a little situation with Kim. Eventually, Nicki was still coming up, right? But Birdman says that he didn't start that beef. Birdman said he didn't start the beef. Kim says that he brought her there, and then she says Nikki heard her verses, and Nikki didn't want um, her to be a part of it when her and Birdman already had some sort of agreement or whatever. Um, Birdman said, nah, ain't no truth to that. Ain't no truth to that. You know, if anybody ever follow YNCB and you've ever been a part of our music, you know what I mean? You know, biting and stealing, that shit ain't us. All those rap bars, we just grinding for the money, sun up and sun down. It's Nicki Minaj all day. You know, so I think Kim has said something about Nicki taking her part, but that's something that we can never really prove. You know, but who knows? Maybe Nicki Minaj didn't want Lil Kim on the record. And you know what? If she's new in the game and she's Young Money's new girl, she don't want Lil Kim coming over there and getting a deal with Cash Money or now, right? Especially she's somebody she's trying to get out of her shadow. Now she feels as though, man, if she comes back over here and working with Young Money or Cash Money, we the hottest thing out right now. So I'm never gonna be able to get out of her shadow because now she's gonna be over here with me making more hot music than and I'm making hot music, but she's a bigger name right now. So if she's still making hot music, when am I going to get out from under her shadow? You know what I mean? So if she didn't want her over there, I don't see anything wrong with it. I wouldn't either. You know what I mean? I really wouldn't either, to be honest. Do you think Nikki and no, I do not. No, I do not. Do you think Beyonce and Nicki are friends? Who hasn't Nicki been reaching out to the? Why hasn't she been reaching out to the girls? Because number one, Beyonce really has two, or maybe should I say three? Beyonce really has three friends. Kelly Rowland, right? Her mama. Thank you, Dolly. Kelly Rowland, her mama. We gonna go that next, O'Neal. We gonna go that next. And I'll say Solange. Um Beyonce's not really friends with anybody. All you gotta do is go to the stories of Lady Gaga, Shakira. You know, Beyonce will befriend you when you're hot and when she can stay relevant and make money off of you. Beyonce will befriend you. But the issue that started with her and Nicki, Jay-Z helped start it because Jay-Z was basically telling her, let's not hang around too long. In other words, he was saying, start distancing yourself from her now while she's still hot or while she's semi hot. He heard about the hate train that was coming. He was alert about the hate train that was coming. So he said, you want to get out of the house right now while it's just smoking. Get out of the house before it catch on fire. That was his words to Beyonce. You want to get out of the house while it's still smoking. Don't wait till the house is on fire. And then when Nicki allegedly wanted to respond back to No Frauds using Beyonce's voice, that pissed Jay off, and he told Beyonce, "See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. She's trying to use you. She's trying to use you against Remy Martin. She's trying to use you. Her and Remy Martin's in a diss. She's trying to use you as a comeback. Don't let her use you." So when she was going to do the comeback and use Beyonce's, I knew this girl named Nicki. She's the rap queen. Blah blah blah. Jay-Z shut it down. Beyonce was like, "No, I'm not going to clear that." And then after that, you didn't really see them together anymore. Go tell me the last picture they got together. They weren't. And that all of that. What you call it? There is no way. I know people don't want to believe it, but all you got to do is go back and check the timeline of Nicki. After that remix came out, Nicki changed her verses. That was out there. That was proof. That was proof when the remix or whatever of Say So didn't come out. Nicki went in and added in that real ass ain't kept your nigga home. And then I see the Barbs tried to make up something like 4 years ago about Jennifer Lopez. And she wasn't talking about no damn Jennifer Lopez. You know how long ago that tweet was? They tried. They didn't want to believe it was Beyonce. She was talking about Beyonce. That was the new record when she said, "You want to see some real ass? I might start an OnlyFans." Blah blah blah. And then coincidentally, here she comes right back with that real ass and keep your nigga home. And she said it in the trolls as well. So there is no way anybody can not possibly think that they were not going back and forth with the whole broom and sweep thing, the whole broom and sweep lyrics. When Beyonce said, "Oh, it's a sweep, I'm a broom these bitches," or "break out the broom," such and such and such. And then Nicki came back on trolls and said, "Oh, it's a sweep." She just like, "Oh, it's a sweep. Well, I'm gonna mop bitches." Beyonce said, "Bring out to mop, I'm a sweep," or whatever. And then Nicki came and said, "Sweep and mop." How can people not say that wasn't about Beyonce? It's plain and blatant. Plain and blatant. If that was anybody else, they'd be like, "Oh, Nicki took shots." Nicki named herself that. Like there's never been anyone that came out and actually said, "Oh, Nicki's the queen of rap." She named herself the queen of rap. Which, like LeBron James named himself the chosen one. I mean, King James. Sometimes you name yourself that, sometimes it'll stick. I mean, there are a lot of people that call her the queen of rap, but it wasn't like how people started calling Michael the king of pop, or people started calling Madonna the queen of pop, right? They gave her those names. So she's not really feeling them. She knows that Jay don't really like her like that. She knows that Jay co-signed Remy Martin on All the Way Up remix because Jay was the one who produced the record, and Jay had to sign off on the record. So she knows all that stuff about him. That's why, if you notice, she stopped bigging up. Maybe she used to talk about Jay-Z all the time. Used to put him in raps. "Oh, Jay's the only one I would have signed to your Wayne and this, that, and the other. If Wayne would never sign me, Jay-Z's the only one I would have signed." If you notice, she stopped giving him props. She don't talk about that nigga no more. Everyone thought it was about Cardi B. Cardi B don't have a real ass. So it couldn't have been about Cardi B. Oh yeah, thank you, Ruth. That's my guy. Um, it couldn't be about Cardi B. Cardi B don't have a real ass. So anybody who thought that, they're not really listening. They're not listening to the words. You know? Cardi B has never ever said she had a real ass. Except in the beginning when she said only thing fake is the boobs. Right? In the Beyonce, hold on. Hold on. Okay, so let me get the exact lyric I'm talking about. Right? The exact lyric I'm talking about. Hips tick tock when I dance on that demon time. She might start an OnlyFans. Big B and the Bead said for bands. If you want to see some real ass, baby, here's your chance. I say left cheek, right cheek, drop it low, then swing. Texas up in this thing, put you on up on this game. Ivy Park on my frame. Gang, 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 gang. If you don't jump to put jeans on, baby, you don't feel my pain. Please don't get me hype. Write my name in ice. Can't argue with these lazy bitches. I just raised my price. I'm a boss, I'm a leader. I pull up in my two-seater and my mama was a savage. Nigga got all this shit from Tina. Classy, oh wait. She said, I heard they asking for the queen. They brought some cameras in here. My bad bitch, she's a savage. No comparison here. I'ma flip my hair and look back while I twerk in the mirror. Wait. All this money in this room. I think some scammers in here. I'm coming straight up with that. Wait, is that her? Hold on. Okay, yeah. Stallion when I ride. He liked them hot girls with them hips. I hopped that shit the way I hopped out and slid. I popped my shit, now watch me pop up again. I mopped the floor, now watch me sweep up these M's. So that's the line. I mopped the floor, now watch me sweep up these M's. Right? And then on Trolls, remember that she said the thing about the real ass? And then she also said, I mopped the floor, watch me sweep up these M's. And then on Trolls, Nicki Minaj said, hold on. Okay. Then on Trolls, Nicki Minaj said at the end, blah, 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 dollar bill, come get us, so. Cookie Monster, eat a Cookie Monster, bitches gimmicks. It's saying Nicki style, now. They all in mimic talking about snitches when there's snitches in your camp. Never stand alone. You own it's just for an ant. Where's that part about real? That real ass and keep your nigga home. She said that at the end of Troll. She said it again, but then she said, "Showed you how to get a bag. Now you going shopping. When I come out, all the sneak bitches start plotting. When I come out, it's a sweep. Bitches start mopping." So when Beyonce ended her verse with, you got to understand lyrics and you got to understand calculation. Beyonce ended her verse with, I start mopping, watch me sweep up these M's. And Nicki ended her verse with, when I come out, it's a sweep, bitches start mopping. That's not coincidence. That's not coincidence. Mm. People just hate the fact they just don't want to admit. I mean, I don't know what it is about Beyonce. I mean, I don't know why people want to be friends with Beyonce. Beyonce don't do anything for nobody. So I don't understand why it is so important to Nicki Minaj fans and to other fan bases to be cool with Beyonce. Beyonce does nothing for you. She ain't gonna ride for you. She ain't gonna co-sign nothing. She's not. She's not gonna do anything. So having Beyonce as an ally really, it really doesn't do anything for you. It's not like she's gonna go out there and shit on you, but she's not gonna go out there and defend you either. So I don't understand why people get so gun ho. Oh no, no, it's not true. Her and Beyonce is cool. They're cool. So what if they are? So what if they aren't? Like she's not gonna do anything to help Nicki Minaj's career. Or she's not gonna do anything that the hate train still exists. The hate train still exists. It's not they're not gonna say, hey guys, Beyonce's cool with her. Let's leave her alone. No, they're not gonna say that. People just so much on Beyonce's clit. It just don't make no sense. Another person that came up there, oh Beyonce, like calm down, yo. I seen Adele do that shit a couple of years ago. Calm down. You in the same game she in. You are her competition now. You sitting there fucking gargling like Lizzo did it tonight. Okay, okay, we know. You want to smell Beyonce's pussy. Okay, move on. You get a chance to smell it now. It's like holy shit, man. Yeah, but she's the ultimate queen, and guess what? Queens don't have friends. She's the ultimate queen, so that means she's not gonna be bothered with you. You could be friends with her, but what does it really do? You see how Adele and all them be going so gaga over Beyonce? They don't even know when she's there, when she ain't there. Beyonce don't be checking for them, don't be checking in with them. You know what I mean? Like, need to stop bowing down to bitches. You can be in honor of someone and say, yo, you know what? I grew up watching you, this, that, and third. And it's just an honor to be in the same room with you. However, y'all are both making music. This person's gonna be trying to take you off the charts. You think Beyonce gonna see this person on the chart and say, you know what? I'm just gonna let her win. She's such a nice girl. Forget my records. I just want her to win. I'm gonna stop putting records out. Like what? Beyonce don't give a fuck about these people. You didn't see her thanking no friends up there. She ain't thank Kelly. She ain't thank Michelle. She thanked exactly who matters to her. Her parents, her family, her parents, Jay-Z, her children. I ain't heard her thank a manager the first. Yeah, Foxy Brown. Like, okay, they want her to be friends with Foxy because Foxy and Kim don't like each other, and they want to say, oh, Foxy was her inspiration and not Kim. Okay, that's fine. Like, if that's what you want to say, that's cool. But Foxy is whatever. Foxy ain't the one out there right now. Kim is out there, even at 48 or whatever. She's outside. Foxy's too embarrassed to step outside so people can see what she look like. But shit. Yes, I did. That's my GOAT. Missy Elliott, even though I know that she's not considered the GOAT by most people. But my favorite female rapper ever is Missy Elliott. Second is Lauryn Hill. But yes, I did see her. I need her to come out with some new music. I don't care if nobody else will listen to it. I would definitely listen to it. Big, big Missy Elliott fan. I was glad to see her, and Rakim's my favorite rapper of all time, so I was glad to see him tonight. So I was definitely happy. I was definitely happy. See, I recognize that the census, like if you going to right, people can have their opinion, right? But I don't say, oh, I think Missy's the GOAT just because I like Missy. If someone asks me that question honestly, you have to answer it honestly. I have to say, well, listen, I like Missy Elliott, so it's hard for me to pick against her, but because I like her. But if you're going to tell me just to look in this whole totality, right? The whole totality of the music game. You know what I'm saying? And I only get one answer. And if they say a gun to my head, right? And a gun to my head, if they tell me there's an answer, they're like, who's the queen of rap? And there's actually an answer. Like they came up with a definite answer. And they have a gun to my head and say, if I don't answer correctly, now remember, I don't know what the answer is. They got the answer covered. But I also know how to play the odds. And if they told me there's an answer to the question, who is the female GOAT? Who is the queen of rap? Who is the greatest female rapper of all time? And you better tell me, or else I'm going to blow your head off. I would be a fool to say Missy just because I like Missy. Because chances are the majority of the people are not going to say Missy. She'll have a small percentage that says her. Right? I would have to go with the odds, and I'm going to probably say Nicki Minaj. And if they blow my head off, hey, at least I went out with my best. I let them beat me with my best answer. So, in its totality, she is the best female artist, hip hop artist. Like there's a difference between rapper and artist. I think she's the best female hip hop artist in history. but as far as rapper, like what was said, there's different levels to rap. Like there's a lot of things that you add in to make a rapper. You have to add a flow, durability, versatility, um, everything, lyrics, all that stuff is combined, right? Do I think she's a better rapper than Lauren Hill? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't think she's a better rapper than Lauren Hill, but I think she's a better artist than Lauren. I think she was a better hip hop artist. She did more for the culture than Lauren because she's got those other things. Durability. She's been doing it since what? 2009, 2008, and she's still out there making music. So she's got the durability. She's versatile. She can speed up her flow. She can slow down her flow. She can sing a little bit. You know what I mean? She can do pop rap. She can do hood rap. So she's versatile. She's more versatile than Lauren. She's got more durability than Lauren. She's got 5 flows. Right, so you add all that stuff in. She's had an impact on female rap. She's had a bigger impact than Lauren had. Only because it goes back to the durability. Lauren wasn't around long enough. But that's not Nicki's fault. We can't blame Nicki Minaj because Lauren Hill wasn't around long enough. But when it comes down to, I just give Lauren a mic and I give Nicki Minaj a mic, no, I do not think she can out rap Lauren Hill. But like I said, it's more to it than that. That's when people don't really understand when we talk about the best rapper. Lauren's lyrically, you know, Lauren to me lyrically, with any female was untouchable. She was untouchable. She's the only female rapper to get the quotable in the source back when the source was actually mean something. When the source actually was the hip hop Bible. No females ever got a quotable in the source until Lauren Hill. Mid-C, Queen Latifah, MC Light, Kim, Foxy. Nobody ever got a quotable in the source until Lauren Hill. It was unheard of. So, and then I see that she went what song went number one on iTunes? Roman Holiday. Yo, her fans are crazy. But that's what keeps her relevant. She's got the biggest fan base. She's got a fan base trained, right? Her fan base will do anything to keep her trending, to do anything to, you know, keep her name in people's mouths, and do anything to make sure she stays relevant. I've seen a lot of people complaining, but what are you complaining about? You should be out there doing the same thing for your fave. If you don't like it, why don't you go out and do the same thing for your fave? That ain't easy. That's not easy to do. Like what her fans did by getting that song Roman Holiday to number one, like in this kind of like over Miley's song and over Scissor's song, that ain't easy. In what 10, 11 years later, that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive to do, regardless of how they did it, regardless of mass buying and this that. To have somebody that dedicated to spending their money over and over and over again on a single that's that old that they're probably not going to play. They probably already have it downloaded to the system or whatever. You know, that's pretty impressive. Um, you can't really say, can't really say anything about it. If the system is set up to where the system is going to count those streams, what can you say? You know, Nikki and Ariana, but I'm not into the beast. I hear you, Big Barbie. Me neither. I like that. You can come to my channel anytime. I'm not into the beast. I could tell a lot of Nicki fans and a lot of what's that? What they call Barty Gay? A lot of them love the drama, love the beef. Me, I'm like, I want to see them two come together and do a record. It'll freaking break the world. Forget the internet. It'll break the world. Like, but a lot of them don't want to see them ever reconcile. They act like Cardi threw the shoe with them. you know. I hope one day, and I'm not talking about when they're in their 50s either. I hope one day, very soon, they say one of the two say, you know what, fuck this. This shit is stupid. Like it's been going on long enough. Hey, listen, I apologize. Like we're just gonna end like they did before. Just gonna end this. This is dumb. Like, and then the other person be like, I've been waiting for you to say that. I totally agree. It's dumb. I would freaking love for that to happen. You know? If Jay Prince's son didn't put Jay on the Lil Wayne, Drake wouldn't be correct. You're right, Earth Angel. He wouldn't. And that's why I believe he feels as though he owes so much loyalty to Jay Prince. But you see what Drake is worth to this day. You see how much he's been able to do for his family and stuff that he wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for Jay Prince Jr. or Jazz Prince believing in him. So anyway. Yeah, I don't see them coming together either, Krista, but the fans don't help none. You know what I'm saying? The fans don't help. Because a lot of this stuff is a lot of this stuff with the other stuff, a lot of this stuff is created by by both fan bases. The whole beef started because one of the fan bases photoshopped alike. And Cardi B was just coming on social media, and Nicki wouldn't be able to tell the difference either. So Cardi B thought she really did like that. She didn't know that whoever member of her fan base, I mean, a member of her own fan base, created that picture. She didn't know that, but that's how it started. The beef started. Then all the times that they photoshopped, it was one time. The one time she got caught, that was a real picture when she got caught looking at Nicki's profile or whatever. The other times after that was created by Nicki fans. Because the girl, that big one with when Cardi went off and said, I'm gonna start suing people, like this is the real picture or whatever. When they Photoshop a picture of Nicki in her gallery and it really wasn't there. It's stuff like that. And then what they do is they go back and they take that and then they go say, Nicki, look, she's trying to copy you. She got you in her gallery. And then Nicki sees it like, oh, this bitch is copying me because she's listening to her fans. But that shit be made up most of the time. You see what I'm saying? It should be made up most of the time. They want to keep the beef going for whatever reason. Years and years pass by, and it's just the same old thing. It's just the same old thing. Fans running back and forth all day long till they finally lay down, and then a couple hours, they get up and do the same thing over and over and over. Photoshopping the other one's picture to make them look fatter or make their face look different. It's just like, how old are these people? Jesus Christ. That's the thing. They let their fans get to, and like I said, you know Nicki does it because Nicki don't know how to use social media like that. She even know how to go live. So you know it's not her. You know it's not her. She's depending on her fans to basically keep her in the loop. And they want to keep this beef going. So that's why they keep creating stuff like that. And they're going to break the Nicki. They know Nicki's going to listen to them. Because they like, oh yeah, I'll be your eyes and ears and this, that, and the third. And then when there's nothing going on, they'll make something up. They'll make something up. So no, I don't ever see an ending. The Billy, the thing with the thing with at the Met Gala. They're friends. Armand Wiggins started that rumor about, oh yeah, Cardi B looked her in her eyes and she put her head down. And then Megan Thee Stallion came and looked at her and she put her head down and said, look, oh, that's what I was told. Like, nigga, you didn't see it? How come I wasn't told that story? I had people that was at the Met Gala too. Nobody told nothing like that story. Now all of a sudden somebody told you that she looked at Cardi B. I mean, she looked at Nicki and Nicki put her head down. No, she didn't. She probably didn't even look at her. They probably didn't even use eye contact. They probably caught eyes one time and then just kept looking the other way. They're not going to sit there and make faces and this, that. That was a lie. But it's stuff like that that keeps it going. What's up, young? You know what I mean? That was a lie. I told him it was a lie. I'm like, sorry, bro, you lying. That girl ain't said nothing to no Nicki Minaj. And Nicki Minaj didn't put her head down either, and Megan didn't look in her face like Megan's non-confrontational. She's not going to do that. I mean, she much rather just stay away from you, talk shit, and throw little jabs. Sorry, not buying that story at all. Oh, right, she follows Nikki. Have, again, you sit there and say she'll follow. Now, my thing is this: I didn't say they like each other. They don't like each other. And Cardi probably follows those Nikki hate pages to be petty. I never said they didn't like each other. However, if they just sat, if they're pointing that out, if she's following Nikki hate pages and not saying anything, that doesn't hurt Nikki. Nikki would not even know that she's following those hate pages, because how could she do her any harm by following hate pages? That's just like if Nikki was following hate pages of Cardi B. As long as she ain't saying nothing, or as long as she's not making any comments or whatever, how is she hurting Cardi B? She's not. It's not until their fans are the obsessed ones. Oh, look, they're going through she's following a Nikki hate page. And I don't like the bitch, so they don't like each other. But if everybody would just let them just not like each other, none of this stuff would be going down. They're not gonna say anything to each other. They're not gonna talk to each other. But if the fans didn't egg it on, they wouldn't be publicly taking shots and so like that. They wouldn't be doing that if the fans didn't egg it on. Let her follow Nikki hate pages. So what? If Nikki wants to follow a Cardi hate page, let her. I don't see anything wrong with either one of them. They can follow who they want to follow. That's not hurting the other one. Look, she's following pages that hate me. So I don't see the big deal about it. The big deal isn't made until these fans who have absolutely nothing better to do, they notice everything. Oh, she followed this page. She followed her. Oh, this page follows Jennifer Yu. Has she ever said anything about Jennifer Yu? No. No. Then they start to lie about, oh, she was behind Nosy. And then what happens is they tell Nikki that. What happened? Nikki's lawyer ends up putting that in her file because she's listening to her fans. Cardi B don't even know Nosy whole life. And I know that for a fact. Because I used to talk to Nosy all the time. She used to drag Cardi B. Nosy, when she first came on, dragged everybody. She dragged everybody. She dragged Cardi B. She dragged Nicki Minaj. She dragged Megan. She dragged everybody. She don't know no Cardi B, but because the fans went back and they even admitted they was given gathering information. I remember her told them to say that on that Queen Radio. They was gathering information and sending it to her lawyer. And then that's why that lawyer all of a sudden came out with, oh, we think there's somebody behind Nosy that's pushing her to do these things. And they were trying to insinuate it was Cardi B, which it was not. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Yeah, he started that whole spooked and nervous. Like, stop it. You got any proof that she was spooked and nervous? You said somebody told you that was there. That's not enough. That's not good enough. Because if that person saw it, somebody else would have saw it. And I didn't hear that story from nobody else except him. Nobody else came up and was like, "Oh snap, yo, Megan Thee Stallion looked at Nicki," and because if they in the same room, everybody gonna be watching. Everybody gonna be watching to see if they get close to each other, watching to see if one person said this. All eyes would be on them if they were in the same room. I'm sorry, that was cap. That was cap. No, 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 no. It couldn't have been Jason because Jason wasn't in the Met Gala. I mean, Jason was at the party. Jason was at the party, the after party. Armand said this took place at the Met Gala. Jason wasn't at the Met Gala. He can't get in the Met Gala. He was at the Met Gala after party. He said somebody that went to the Met Gala told him that this happened to the Met Gala. Bullshit. Bullshit. Exactly, Suki. I don't even think Jason told him that because Jason wasn't even at the Met Gala. I'm telling you, I think Jason may have told him that somebody told him because that's back when they were cool. That's back when they were cool. And all this, I said this, I saw, heard this, I heard that, I heard this, I heard that. Well, do you have any proof? Something like that? Well, you're gonna need some proof, player. I'm not gonna take your word for it. Because I'm on the same guy who said, "Oh, I asked a famous friend of mine, did the Illuminati exist?" And they said no. Well, nigga, if you got a friend that famous, and you asked them, "Do the Illuminati exist?" Do you really think they gonna tell you? Especially if they in it. Who's he say? Who's he talking about? Brandy? Because that's his only famous friend that probably heard about the Illuminati. You know, Brandy ain't gonna admit it. That's the only famous friend I saw him with that would know something about Illuminati. That'd be Brandy. And you really think Brandy's gonna admit that she's in the Illuminati? Come on. But anyway, y'all, it is getting late. We'll put this damn video up. I'll be right back at it tomorrow. Oh shit. Let's hope we get, what is this, February? Let's hope we get another Nicki record. Maybe this February. Looking forward to the album because I heard it's like on some Pink Friday shit. So that should be fun in the sun. I'm looking forward to the Cardi album. I'm looking forward to the Doja album. I'm looking forward to just seeing Megan Thee Stallion again. Like, my God. What else am I looking forward to? I don't even care about Pretty Bitch music no more. Normani album, I definitely want to hear. And yeah, that's it, guys. It's been the Heaven Hollywood experience, talking about the Grammys and other things. Thank y'all for hanging out with me so late on a Sunday night. Some of y'all have to get them go to work. Lazy bums like me just have to go to sleep. Oh my God. That's a good question, Chris. Either Megan is really, really laying low or she's pregnant. I really thought we'd see her pop out at the Rock Nation brunch. I mean, I know she's laying low, but god damn. So you're never coming back? Like, if she's staying away for mental health or something, okay, that's cool. We'll see. I hope she's not pregnant by that loser, but anything's possible these days. I swear, I hope she's not pregnant by that loser. All right, guys.